2012, with a clear understanding about the real issues begging for attention in Bayelsa State, Governor Henry Seriake Dickson went to work. He unveiled a roadmap for development of the state. In all sectors, he had a blueprint and was determined to master the needed political will to achieve them. In education, the state of emergency he declared was of great benefit. In the health sector, his landmark projects like the Bayelsa Diagnostic Center, the Specialist Hospital, Bayelsa Drug Distribution Center, and the Bayelsa Health Insurance Scheme have become reference points of positive development. Same goes for other sectors like agriculture, security, infrastructure, and others.
And in my inaugural address, I made it clear that we're not going to play politics with three key things. Number one, we're not going to play politics with law and order and security and stability. Number two, I made it clear we're not going to play politics with your development, our development. And number three, we made it clear that we were going to do everything to mobilize and unify our people and to protect the joint national interest. When I said there was going to be no politics with development, this is the kind of thing I had in mind. We conceived of this airport the very first time we took office.
Governor Dickson was determined to lay a solid foundation for the rapid growth of Bayelsa and to ensure sustainable development of the young state. One of the first steps was the conceptualization of the idea of an international cargo airport and a deep sea port. Knowing the financial implication of such projects, a lot of people dismissed the intentions of the governor. They considered it an impossible task, considering the lean finances of the state, especially with a global economic recession. But being a leader who is unmoved, the countryman governor embarked on both massive projects with a determination to improve the lot of his people. While work has commenced at Age, where the deep sea port is located, the Bayelsa Airport has finally been completed, to the surprise of many who never believed it will see the light of day.
His Excellency has really done a great job, because this work, we know it's right from the time of LMSA that the vision was to build an airport in Bayelsa State, but it had never worked right from that time till His Excellency took seat.
The previous administration blew away the opportunity to give the state an airport after spending billions of naira with nothing to show for it. Sadly, members of that administration are today criticizing the Dickson government, said the state's newly built airport was poorly constructed and flooded.
You are here today on a facility tour, and you have seen that our 3.5-kilometer runway is not flooded. I would like the entire state and the general public, the whole country, and everyone else to know the height of propaganda that has been bandied around this wonderful project. This airport runway is not flooded. You are all on the runway with me right now. And this is the heart of the rainy season. This is the heart of the flood. And the cost of this airport, as at now, even with our difficult, nearly impossible terrain, with all that we have had to do, and with these 7 years that we have been working on this project, as at now, our cost is about 70 billion. 70. It's not more than that yet. And you will recall airports built in drier parts of our country. You will recall facilities that are not up to this, built in other states, and I don't want to mention those states, the amounts budgeted for airports that are not up to the length of our runway, that do not have to do this massive sandfill of this whole area. The entirety of this area was reclaimed, as you all know. And yet, we have not exceeded 70 billion.
I was here till 2018 to complete the airport. The airport is not fraud. I don't know anything about any speculation.
The airport runway is a standard runway of 3.5 kilometers. It is obviously built for the wide-bodied aircrafts up to 747. These are dependent on facilities approval. We have the facility approval for now. We'll get the facility approval for now for the first stage, which is category 6 airport, which is normal of every opening airport. We start small and then grow up.
However, Thursday, February 14, 2019 was historic for Bayelsans. It was a day every true indigenous of the state felt proud when the first of 2 aircraft landed at the airport, thus signaling the complete readiness of the airport to commence commercial activities. Governor Dickson, officials of the regulatory authorities, members of the State Executive Council, traditional rulers and other notable leaders of the state landed on the 3.5-kilometer runway of the airport at exactly 2:30 p.m. amid cheers from a jubilant crowd that had gathered as early as 6 a.m. to witness the historic event. About 20 minutes later, the second aircraft and the first commercial flight operated by Air Peace Airline from Lagos landed at the airport with about 50 passengers. This further threw the crowd into a frenzy.
This airport is the answer to our prayers. We should be able to link up with the rest of the country without all the hassle of going through bad roads and through dangerous back alleys. So this airport, apart from the fact that it will be able to bring in a lot of heavy equipment required for the oil industry, it will also be able to take out other products like mushroom, palm produce, flowers and other horticultural things. So this airport is well placed, strategically placed and ready to go.
An excited Governor Dickson described the airport as one of the best in the country. He said the airport was built to international standard and has the capacity to receive Boeing 747 aircraft. Governor Dickson announced that the airport, when fully operational, would serve as a free trade zone